Have you guys ever played a game so epic against someone so magnificent as Shaplongo? I have. Hello there, Governor. Welcome back to the arena. Today we're running blue-white control. I just want to start off by saying that in my last video, mono white took us from platinum to diamond in a very short amount of time, boasting about an 80% win rate. This exact version of blue-white control got us from diamond to mythic. It took me about 4 hours, roughly, boasting an 80% win rate as well. So I have heard from multiple sources that permission-based blue-white control is no longer good. I gotta tell you, they're wrong. It's amazing, with a capital A. So I went back to my Mythic control deck and made a couple of changes. Inspiration from beyond. Originally I was looking for something kind of like Snapcaster Mage. Of course we don't have Snapcaster Mage or anything close in standard currently, but Inspiration from Beyond is really cool. 2 and a blue, mill 3 cards, and return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand, and then flashback for 7, which is a little bit steep, but this card is really powerful, and the fact that it has flashback makes it even more so. So because we have so much discard out there, mono black is a pain. We have to be able to refill our hand, and we have to be able to refill our hand efficiently. Silver Scrutiny does that for us. X and 2 blue, draw X cards. Pretty straightforward. We can also cast a spell as though it had flash if X is 3 or less. Of course, which blue-white control deck would be complete without a counter suite? We've got No More Lies, white and a blue, counter target spell, and this is controller pays 3. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. We also have 3 steps ahead. Counter target spell, create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control, draw 2 cards and discard a card. Choose one or all the above. In a lot of my decks, we've got Get Lost and Not on My Watch. Not on My Watch is extremely powerful, especially against mono red and mono black. When you're talking about Slasher, you got to get Slasher off the field for obvious reasons, so Not on My Watch puts a stop to that. It also puts a stop to Heartfire Hero and things of that nature in mono red. Temp Lockdown, I will say, like the majority of the tournaments that I've looked into, some of the bigger tournaments on MTG Top 8, Temporary Lockdown is needed because a majority of the tournaments have been won by aggro. So obviously we have to shut aggro down. I would say that Temporary Lockdown is probably one of the most important cards in the format. So we have all 4 copies in here. So Day of Judgment is going to be that filler between Temporary Lockdown and Sunfall. Sometimes we can't find our Temporary Lockdown, so we need something a little bit earlier than Sunfall, and Day of Judgment is a great way to fill out that space. 2 and 2 white, no downside, just destroy all creatures. Then of course we do have Sunfall, 3 and 2 white, exile all creatures. There's plenty of creatures in Standard that need to be exiled, and so Sunfall, for obvious reasons, comes in the clutch. As for our win condition, we've got Jace, a Perfected Mind. I'm so happy to be playing Jace in Standard again. I've missed him. It's been a minute, not that long, but any amount of time feels like forever. 2, a blue, and a Phyrexian mana, of course, and you guys know what this card does. +1 until your next turn. Up to 1 target creature gets -3, -0, which is great for all those aggro decks out there, especially mono red. The fact that he comes in with 5 loyalty is a lot for mono red to handle. So being able to find a Jace early on in those mono red matchups is great. -2, target player mills 3 cards, then if a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, you draw 3, otherwise you just draw 1. So of course, like, you have to be able to get 1 Jace into play and mill your opponent 15 cards, and then even at that point, when you -2, you're still going to be working a little bit towards getting your opponent to those 20 cards in the graveyard. But there are decks out there, of course, that rely on getting things in the graveyard. There's a lot of reanimator out there. There's all these roots decks that are happening. So our opponent might do a lot of this work for us, and then it'll be a lot easier to be able to start drawing 3 cards at a time. Target player mills 3 times X cards. So the strategy here is to get Jace in play, ultimate, then we're going to find a repair and recharge. 3 and 2 white, return target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker from your graveyard to the battlefield, create a tap Power Stone token. One of the biggest issues I had, not that it was really that much of an issue, still made it to Mythic, but one of the hiccups I think was just not seeing Jace as often. Repair and recharge is just a great way to be able to reiterate and get Jace back on the field as quickly as possible and get the job done. Inspiration from Beyond, honestly I would run 4 copies of this card if I thought I had the room for it. Right now it's taken up the spot that I did have dedicated to Union of the Third Path, and there were a couple of games where I really could have used that extra life gain and stabilized to get to a later turn, could have potentially pulled out a victory in those games, but Inspiration from Beyond has proven itself and has earned its spot. Urza's Sylex does a couple of things that we really want to be doing: destroying everything in play and finding Jace. So there are a ton of artifact and enchantment decks out there, obviously, with Aether Drift hitting standard, and we want to be able to destroy all non-land permanents and stop all the shenanigans that are going on. So the couple of changes that were made don't look like much, but trust me, being able to recycle some of our spells is the extra push that this deck needed. So without any further ado, let's jump into some games. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I've never ran into no deadly pants. If your pants are deadly, something's wrong. This looks like an okay hand. We could stand to have another land, of course, but we do have the No More Lives and to get lost early on, and then all we need is another land to be able to get to Urza's Sylex and then hold up 3 steps. I think we're going to go ahead and hold on to this one. Start off with a Seachrome Coast. Okay, Meticulous Archive. There we go. Got the other land we needed. Now we're holding up No More Lives. On the following turn, we get 3 steps ahead. Going. Let's get this out of here, actually. Try to stop him a little bit. Slow him down anyways. I mean, that's the whole name of the game. To slow them down, chap. What you got, Deadly Pants? Nothing. Meticulous Archive. Let's go ahead and do a little surveilling. We might actually need the Demolition Field. We'll keep that. Pass a turn. Pick, lock, Prankster. How about this? A 0/4 Haughty Djinn. That's great. Resolve? Let's do this. And we'll take 3 steps. Okay. Don't really want to help them out by grabbing a Jace currently. They're at 48, and I do not want to beef the Haughty Djinn up. So let's see about playing a Sylex. Well, that works. Thank you. Yeah, we'll auto pay. Grab a Jace. Another Djinn. Cool. Let's go ahead and get this out there again. Yep, auto pay. Grab a Jace. Don't mind if I do. Do not mind if I do, chap. Okay, sure. Go ahead and go with Jace here. Bless on the gem.
Masahak becomes subdued.
No good? Okay. So let's see, 44 cards. Let's do this.
I will shatter your mind. Your hope is wasted.
Ultimate this one as well.
Surrender every
And then
last
repair.
thought to Phyrexia. The weak-minded will be educated in
And there we go.
Phyrexia's ways. I hope one day
Awesome.
your
See ya,
entire
Deadly Pants.
blood ravels.
Guten Tag to you as well. This is a pretty decent hand. We've got 4 lands, 3 spells, and we're also on curve again with Not On My Watch, 3 steps ahead, and a Jace. I think we're going to keep. Start off with an Anchorage, of course, because we wouldn't have it any other way. Ew, Simic. Might as well get the tapped land down there. Okay, Teamer. Sure. Other creatures you control gain haste. Yep. How's about we just get that out of here? That makes me feel a little bit better anyways. Just being able to get him out of here. Sure. And a Llanowar Elves, okay. Well, let's see about getting Jace out there. Maybe plussing on the Seneschal of the Sun,
For your failures.
as it were.
Become
Maybe we can do
subdued.
that. They got 5 cards in hand. Okay. There we go. Doing a little bit of milling. Dredger's Insight. Kind of reminds me of Insidious Roots deck. Okay, discarding a card to put a counter on. Nice. And might as well plus on this again. And pass.
You can be made to obey.
Cache grab? Sure. Go right ahead, my friend. Guten Tag. Mill yourself a little bit more. Oh, there's loot. How about we counter and draw on this one? Get rid of a demolition field. There you go. Sure.
What curious behavior.
Ooh, fear of missing out on top. Wonderful, wonderful fear of missing out. Gotta love that card. A 2/3 enchantment creature. When this creature enters, discard a card, then draw a card. And Delirium, of course. Whenever this creature attacks for the first time each turn, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, untap target creature. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Pretty awesome. Alright, so all these things are 2 mana. Let's just go ahead and lock everything down. I think that sounds fun. And pass a turn.
Become subdued.
Become subdued. Guten Tag. Well, hello, Loot. Once again. See you later, Loot. Alright. Guten Tag. Alright guys, this is a pretty awesome hand. We got 3 lands, 4 spells. We've got the Meticulous Archive, Arissa's Anchorage, a Flood Farm Verge to get the last of Lock It Down and the Day of Judgment. This is very nice. It is on curve. We're up against, the #1 player in the world, David. He is player number 1. We will keep Savon on the play. So, of course, we're going to start off with a Meticulous Archive. Anchorage, Anchorage, Anchorage. That guarantees our 4th land for Day of Judgment. Let's keep it right where it's at. Because why not? Let's do Anchorage. And while we wait, we shall eat some candy. Knock on the door and open the pizza box. Ooh, Soulstone Sanctuary. What a card. Eat some candy, knock on the door, eat the pizza. Or maybe it's just a pie. I always call it the pizza. They're both pies, right? Alright. Anchorage goes down and pass the turn. This is like a playoff of maybe Hansel and Gretel. Put the page counter on the Maze Mind Tome. No problem, David. Anything for player number 1. Ooh. He threw a swamp in his graveyard. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. So, let's just pass a turn. Sure. He played a swamp. Now what you do, David? Uncle David? Uncle David? What you doing, Uncle David? Play a waste. And a pass the turn. Of course, we don't want to just start throwing out planeswalkers all willy-nilly like, because they might have counter spells. And that would be very ridiculous of us to just throw Jace to the wind, or to the weeds, whichever one you prefer. Oh no. Get this out of the way. See you later. Whoa. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. Maybe we can get a Jace out there, potentially. Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch.
Very nice. Sure.
Nothing could be more vulnerable.
And pass. What do we got in here? We have Liliana. We have Shoot the Sheriff, Deadly Cover-Up, Cut Downs. Of course, other demons. We have Duress again. Okay, sure. Which one would you like? Yeah. Probably going to get rid of the Jaces with the deadly cover-up, I would imagine. They probably have one in hand. One deadly cover-up. You deadly cover-up. Okay. Well, do they have one of them in their hand after already having two of them in their graveyard? This is Arena, after all. I'm sure that they probably will. Yeah. Activate a Soulstone Sanctuary. Ooh, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can draw 5 cards. So we might as well draw. Yeah, we might as well draw 5. And let's throw the tapped land out there. It's not going to do us a whole lot of good this round anyways, having an untapped land enter the field. Especially a colorless mana. Hello! Restless Reef. Oh, there goes a Jace. And a repair. Sure. Thank you. Appreciate it. Demolition field and pass a turn. Down to 24 cards in their deck currently. Sure. That's no problem. That is no problem. A map. Sure. Go right ahead. A Soulstone Sanctuary. So, do we want to hold on to the demolition field and just... I think we just want to take out whichever one they decide to activate later on. So we'll go into our turn here. That's actually not bad. Let's pass a turn again. So 23. Got 20 in the graveyard. Yep. A little counter comes off of our Archfiend of the Dross friend. Player 1, David. What's he doing now? Just attacking him with Archfiend? Okay. Can we exile him? That would be cool. Awesome. Unholy Annex. So they could actually use the rest of their mana to make the demon. I don't think we really care, though. I think we kind of want them to draw cards, so let's let them have it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Sure. And a 3 steps ahead. Okay. Pass the turn. Go down to 20. Activate. Sure. A Liliana. How about... Do we want to counter and draw? I don't think we want to be that greedy. I think we just want to counter it. Yeah, I think we just want to counter it. Yep. Let's just exile this. Potentially. we go. Sure, draw a card. Ooh, now that's not bad. So, inspiration from beyond. Let's go ahead and do this. Will they let us do that? And we can grab repair and recharge. Do we want to use it now? They're at 19. I think we just want to pass a turn. We don't want to get too greedy here. They can activate a couple of lands over there. Want to make sure that we can use Demolition Field for a land activation. There's one land activation, sure. The question is, though, do they want to tap more of their mana to activate a reef? Okay, they want to go for Ritual Chamber. 18 cards right now. Okay, well, never mind. Player 1 David made the choice for us. I don't know about you, but I've never played against a mere mortal before. The only opponents I have ever faced have been gods of magic and gods of arena. No mere mortal has ever challenged me. Nor has any mere mortal ever beaten me. And today shall not be that day. This is a pretty good hand. No More Lies, Not on My Watch, Day of Judgment, and a draw spell with 3 lands. 3 land, 4 spell, pretty awesome ratio. Got a pretty awesome curve going here. We're gonna keep. Start off with the Seachrome Coast because we have to. Play another Seachrome Coast because we have to. So. Alright, are you artifacts, enchantments, or control? This is going to be interesting. Pass is a turn. Back to you, mere mortal. A deduce? How about nah? How's about nah? Alright, and pass the turn. A Demolition Field, sure. Overlord, how about not? And pass a turn. A deduce, sure. Alright, let's see if we get a land this time. Hey, how about that? Yeah, we'll leave that there too. And pass. Mere mortals. Tracking a clue token. Why not, chap? Pass. Sure, go on. Play an Elspeth. A plains. And you're good, my dear friend. A flanker. Sure. Okay. Let's see if we can get him out of here. Cool. Sure. Scrying 2, gain 2 life. One to the top, one to the bottom. Cool, cool. Really? Really? Just passing the turn back all nonchalant. Alright. Get the anchorage down. Got a little body on the field. You just can't help it, can you? Just can't help it. Yeah, sure. We would like to take action. Grab an island. You grab island? Yes, you grab island as well. We are twinning it up today. Twinning it up with the mere mortals. Oh, very nice. Okay. Go ahead and take that one out as well. Why don't you? No problemo. No problemo. We will take action again. We'll grab our plans. It's nice to have a plan every once in a while. Oh, hello. We'll take out your anchorage as well. Goodbye, Mr. Anchorage. Hello, Mr. Island. Ooh, that's a nice one. 3 steps ahead. Always makes me feel slightly more comfortable. But of course, once it gets to this point in the game, we both have a decent amount of movement. Ooh, another draw spell. Okay. Discarding, so you get rid of a lockdown. Okay, cool. I guess we might as well... We can get rid of a Not on My Watch. Sure. Ooh. So, counter it. Counter. I think just countering is fine. We'll just go ahead and counter the spell. At least try to. See if they've got a counter spell there. No, they do not. Okay. That's good news. Here is a Jace. Oh my goodness, they are untapped. Let's try it. Let's just try it. Let's try to jam a Jace and just see what happens. Do you have a 3 steps ahead or a negate? I'm sure they do. I'm sure they've got it. But, you know, if they do counter it, yes, of course. Then we can always repair and recharge later. So not the end of the world. And it gets one of the counter spells out of their hand. Sure. This is a pretty cool island. I'm a fan. Ooh, they play a Jace as well. Okay.
Emotions are distractions. Focus.
Hello,
on
Jace, the perfected mind. 4 of them, huh? Get lost? No more lives. Okay.
All your hopes and dreams were for nothing.
So they have 2 mana open. They are running No More Lies. What about... let's see. We're down to 26. Let's see if we can repair and recharge and grab Jace. Do they have No More Lies again? They do not. Okay.
Phyrexia's plans are already in motion.
Go ahead and mill for the whole 5.
I pull
Now they're down to 17. We'll take that for the moment. How many Jaces do they have in the graveyard? Just the one. Okay. Plus the Jace here. I think we're gonna try to draw the end of their turn. So down to 16. Maybe we can run into a Jace. Okay, so sacrificing a token. Sure, that gets them right into lethal range if we can find another Jace somewhere. It's anybody's game. They could very well have two Jaces in hand, and it's all over. Beza. Blessing the Jace. Okay, that's a good sign.
You can be made to obey.
So let's see if we can draw 3. All right, and then we'll also see if we can just draw 1. Why not? Let's go for it. Do something funny. Make our opponent go, huh? So we can play Inspiration from Beyond, and then mill ourselves a few, grab Repair and Recharge, throw Jace back into play. See if it works. Or do you have a counter spell? Yep, looks like they got the counter. Awesome. No problemo. Well, it was risky, and I knew that.
We can improve upon your ideas.
So so I'm at 14 cards left in my deck. If they have a Jace, it's all over. Okay, do you have a counter spell? Do you have a 3 steps? Okay, drawing a card is good for us. And bad. Did you find the answer? Awesome. Wow, that came down to the wire. It was really just a matter of who had it. Alright, well, this hand could stand to be a little bit better, but unfortunately it is not. Of course, having the temporary lockdown, I mean, it's not bad. You know what? We're gonna risk it, because finding another land here, I mean, it's worth keeping, in my opinion. So we're going to cross our fingers, I guess. Okay, here goes nothing. Up against Bukar. So at least we can cast something in our hand. Okay, missed a land drop. Sure, we already knew that had the potential to happen. Overlord, not a very good sign. Ooh, okay. Get rid of... We have 2 of these. So just get rid of 1. Yep, Beanstalk, sure. Yet another Overlord. Cool. There's a land. Awesome. Pass a turn. Counter. A land? Awesome. Pass. Hedge maze. Very nice. Okay, yep. And let's try to draw a couple of cards. Awesome. Okay, pass. What you got? Zer. I mean, I guess you gotta come down and play, don't you? No problem. Okay. No problem. Yep. No problemo. So let's draw 3. All right. So now this will come into play untapped, which is a great thing about these lands. I mean, playing up against mono red, or in the situation I'm in, you know, playing these lands where you have to have 13 or less life for them to come into play untapped is pretty awesome. In particular situations, just as long as you're not running all 4 of them, I think you can get by with 1 or 2 of them. It's a pretty good replacement in my opinion. So let's just go ahead and Day of Judgment all of this. There we go. And pass. And we can get rid of an Anchorage. I think that's fine. We'll use a Meticulous Archive. Atraxa. Okay, sure. And they have 41 cards in their deck currently, down to 37 now. Caretaker's Talent, Restless Anchorage, Herd Migration, Elspeth's Smite. And of course, they've got their Atraxa Grand Unifier. Ooh, that is not bad. So Not On My Watch takes care of Atraxa as long as it doesn't have hexproof. So Archive now. Okay, I don't think we want this one. We can cast Jace and hold up mana for Not On My Watch. We're gonna have to go this route. So let's do that.
Weak-minded will be educated in Phyrexian's ways.
Cool.
Surrender
That looks pretty
last
good.
thought to Phyrexian.
And hopefully, if all goes according to plan, we'll be able to... Oh, okay, sure. So attacking in for lethal. Can we exile the Atraxa? Awesome. Yeah, get through that deck a little bit more. Down to 20 cards. Did they have another Atraxa? That'd be awesome. Overlord of the Mistmoors, sorry. Takes him down to 19. Okay. So we have enough to where we could Stylex. And we could also do this. We could actually grab Day of Judgment. Okay, so let's do this and grab Day of Judgment. Cool. All right, and let's see if they actually draw themselves down to 15 cards here. Okay, Restless Anchorage again. Sure. Use the map. Awesome. Down to 17. Down to 16. Not close enough yet. So with that being the case, I think we have to do this. Yeah, I think we have to do this. Or we could go another route, actually. Let's do this and take out the anchorage. Okay, awesome. And then play the lockdown. And I get lost on the Overlord. Okay, well, it's your go, Bukar. Burka. Another Overlord, sure. Gotcha. A talent. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right. So, repair.
I'll take note of all your failures.
And, yep, exactly. Thanks for playing, Bukar. Have you guys ever played a game so epic against someone so magnificent as Shaplango? I have. And it was amazing. So we do have a Day of Judgment to keep us in the game by turn 4. We got Jace to do something around turn 3. Inspiration from Beyond to mill ourselves a little bit to find some more answers. This hand could stand to be better. We're going to keep it. Why? Because I feel like if we mulligan, we are probably going to just end up with a worse hand. So I'm going to keep it. Shoblango. Restless Anchorage. Restless Anchorage is what we're going to start off with today. A Land of War Elves, okay. Sure. A little bit of ramping action never hurt anybody, right? That is what I'd like to tell myself. No problem. No problemo. Well, that's not terrible with the get lost in hand. So we could get Jace out there and +1 and lock the Sentinel down, but they are Golgari. So that's not a very smart play. I think I'm just gonna pass. Let's see what they decide to do here on turn 3. Mishra's, okay, we've got the Demolition Field. Activating the map token is actually some pretty good news for us, so we're going to go ahead and take out the Sentinel. There we go. Now they can activate a couple of maps on their elves. Sure. Tranquil. Okay, so Beef, Land of War Elves up to a 3/3. Gotcha. Seems legit. Alright, so 50 cards right now in their deck. They have a 3/3 on the field. They could activate Mishra on the following turn, but we do have the Demolition Field for that. Or we play the Jace and +1 on the Llanowar Elves. Or we could try to get him down to 35. This is really tough. A really tough decision. Let's get Llanowar Elves off the field maybe, but I do worry about what they play on the following turn. You know what? We're going to risk it. We are going to risk it. We're going to +1 on the Llanowar Elves.
Focus on
And maybe they'll just activate their Mishra's Foundry and attack into Jace. Who knows? Could be a play. What you got, Choblangu? You gonna take Jace out? Okay, another Mishra. Activate the Mishra, attack into Jace. Sure. Seems legit.
What you're thinking won't work.
Go ahead and +1 on the Llanowar Elves, and I think we'll just go ahead and pass the turn here. Choblangu. What you got, Choblangu? There, buddy. There, buddy, old pal, old chap. So I do have the Demolition Field if they want to try to activate, and then I also have the No More Lies if they want to try to cast something. So I'm sitting pretty good as it is right now. Sure. They want to activate Mishra. So they're going to activate both of them. So we will grab a white source. And Jace is going to be going down to 1 here, which is very sad.
Predictable and uninteresting.
Sure thing. We can play Inspiration from Beyond. Let's do, you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to do Inspiration and grab Get Lost. And plus on Llanowar.
Become subdued.
Okay, you're still going to activate. Yeah, they're just gonna pass the turn. That is awesome. Well, maybe. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be simple, but that's okay. Exile my graveyard. Day of Judgment. Seems like a pretty good call. All right.
You can be made to obey.
Hopefully Jace lives another turn. That would be really cool. But he very well may not live another turn. He may go on to the beyond. And that would be very, very sad. Grixis Command. Okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. 45. Okay. Let's +1 again. And we'll just pass the turn.
Organic minds are easily
So far, so good. He's managed to stay in play thus far. Too bad No More Lies doesn't work on Sentinel here, but that's okay. Maybe they'll activate all 3 of their maps. Let's get him out of here. And then we'll just draw 2. Okay. Ow. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. I like that. So let's plus on the Sentinel.
You can be made.
Then they have all those maps to activate. So let's get rid of the maps. Okay, hold up No More Lies, and hopefully they don't do anything too crazy. Sure, we can't counter that one. Land. Awesome. Sure, make a map token, no problem. That seems okay. No harm done. So I still have 3 lands available. And only 3 lands, unfortunately, available at the end of the turn. Would be nice to be able to fill my hand back up. So attacking for 7 on the following turn, it would be great if we could use Inspiration from Beyond and grab Day of Judgment. Would be a really awesome play right here. But who knows if we're actually gonna find a land if we minus Jace here. So I think we're gonna end up taking 7. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think that has to be the play. Unfortunately for us.
I will shatter your mind.
And pass. So they're down to 27. 26 now, of course. Yep, create a couple of map tokens. So we're just gonna try to use Silver Scrutiny. At least try to find a land. We need to be able to sweep the field. Anoint with Affliction, they don't want that one either, I'm sure. Awesome. Library is just withering away in the wind. Or in the weeds, as it were. Alright, so Silver Scrutiny. Let's draw a few. There we go. So we're going to have to go with our idea from last turn. Inspiration from Beyond, mill a few cards, and then we're going to go ahead and grab the Day of Judgment, sweep the board. Awesome. And now we are completely tapped out and at their mercy. Great. Baloth. Wonderful. And Dread Knight. There's a repair and recharge. Okay. So with that being the case, I think I want to say we pretty much win now. You're down to 22. We can play the Jace.
I'll take note of all your failures.
Okay.
I pull one
Down to 7.
and your entire mind
Pass a turn.
unravels.
Use Not On My Watch to get rid of the Baloth. Hopefully they don't have a way to protect it, which of course it is only 4 coming through. So we're not too worried about it at the present moment. Get rid of the Baloth. Goodbye. See you next time. Sure. No. Demolition field. They're down to 6. And there we go. Repair the Jace, please. Please and thank you. And a good game.
Will be educated in Phyrexian's ways.
Alright. Very nice. High five. So our opponent is going first, and I'm not really a fan of this one, to be honest. We don't have anything to do until turn 3. And even at that rate, it's a counter spell. Maybe we take a mulligan. Well, this isn't any better. But we are on the draw. You know what? We're going to keep 6 and toss Jace. So, Anchorage. Best friend. Best friend. Okay, well, I kind of want to get rid of that guy. Pass the turn. See what they got coming out on turn 3 here. A deep cavern. How about we just counter this? See if they have a yet another bet. And it is yet another bet. Sure, the more the merrier. That's what I always say. And a channeler. Cool. Yep, gain the life. That's perfectly fine. Well, might as well play the tapped land here. And a lockdown. Stave off some of that early damage. Okay. Oh, I see. So we're just going to use a Get Lost and take care of the Sheltered. And hopefully that's a decent enough play for the time being. Done. Submit 1. Okay. What you got? Fair. So we could actually stand to draw a few cards anyways. I think we might as well draw a few cards actually, as opposed to trying to get the Jace down there. It's too early anyways, so we'll just pass. Sure. That's good news so far. And here we go. Wow. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. We will go ahead and pass the turn. Another one. Counter draw. There we go. And pass. No. How about not? Jace?
Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's will.
Awesome. Well, in any case, this isn't really the best opening hand in the world, of course. But it might be okay up against somebody like Hobo Cheese. Maybe this opening hand's not so bad up against somebody named Hobo Cheese. I guess we'll find out. Start off with a tap land, of course. These sleeves are so awesome. Why, hello. Invasion of Urgamon. Seems legit. Another invasion. Okay. Well, we have the temporary lockdown, but I want to hold up the 3 steps for sure. Hobo Cheese is trying to get his one with the multiverse, but we're going to have to shut that down. Okay, and pass. Sure. And an else, okay. And pass. How about we just counter this too? And you know, we could just Jace and then Jace again and then repair and recharge and Jace again. And I think that would be good. I think we'll just erase them from this point real quick. What do you think, Hobo Cheese? Does that sound good with you? I hope it does. Of course, I am not asking your permissions.
All your hopes and dreams.
But there's one. They're down to 30. 2 more Jaces. That's all it's going to take. Okay, so we Jace again. Or do we lock down now to play it safe? It could be Jace and then one more turn. But that's the thing, we'd have to draw the land. And let's just play it safe and lock down everything. Okay, pass the turn, that's awesome.
I've already read your thoughts. You won't stop us.
Go to 15, well 14, sorry.
I pull one thread.
Now all we need is a land. Well, never mind. Well, thanks, Hobo Cheese. Appreciate it. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, and if you want to support the channel even further, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, the link to the deck list will be in the description of the video. Don't let anybody tell you that Control is dead, that it's not strong enough, and that it needs to be revised with all the new cards. Repair and Recharge, Inspiration from Beyond were both putting in work. We had our early counter spells and early removal helping us to get to the points where we could mill out our opponent. I had a blast playing it, to be honest, and there are a couple of cards that I would like to try out in the mill deck, especially River Churn. But for now, thank you guys again for all of your continued ongoing support. I sincerely do appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one. Shaplongo!